Greetings. This is Pastor Barnes of the Mount Olive Baptist Church, located in the great city of Norfolk, Virginia, 2401 Ludlow Street. We greet you in the name of our Lord and Savior this morning as we come to worship the Lord in the beauty of His holiness. I trust and pray that you have had a blessed week in the Lord. And I trust and pray that God has kept you in perfect peace in spite of what we're going through. Today we're coming to you understanding that today is known as Palm Sunday, the day that the Lord rode into Jerusalem on a donkey, where the people laid out palms and they laid out their cloaks and they said, "Blessed be the name of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who come in the name of David." I pray that God will continue to edify you as we come to worship the Lord on this day known as Palm Sunday. I'm excited. I'm ready for the Word, and I know that you are ready for the Word as well. But before we get into the Word, I have with me this dynamic praise team, and I'm going to ask that they will come and bless us with a selection. And after this selection, I'll be back to you with the Word of God brought to you by the Holy Spirit. Let's receive the praise team as they come.
All right, praise Him.
Every praise is to our God. Certainly, we thank the praise team for reminding us that no matter what we're going through, we ought to praise our Lord and Savior at all times. But when the praises goes up, blessings will surely come down. I pray that you will turn with me to the 121st division of Psalms. And we want to read 2 verses today. I know it is Palm Sunday, and this is not your traditional message concerning the great triumphant entry of Jesus Christ. But if you just open your Bibles and turn with me to the 121st division of Psalms, we want to look at verses 7 and 8. And it reads, "The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore." I just want to talk to you briefly on this Sunday of worship from the thought, guaranteed by God. Guaranteed by God. A few years ago, I went out to the store and I bought what we call a small digital camera. This camera that I fell in love with came with a warranty. And with having a basic warranty, I truly felt good about the warranty that was given to me when I bought this digital camera. And during the purchase of the camera, and during checkout, the salesman took his time and he asked me, did I want to purchase an extended warranty? Of course, with the camera being so high at the time, I really could afford it at the time of the purchase. I told the salesman, no, I didn't really need an extended warranty. The salesman mentioned that if I purchased the extended warranty, the warranty itself promised to replace or repair the camera at no cost to me. With my mind already made up, I plugged down my credit card and took the palm-sided camera with me home. And to my surprise, after 2 months of usage, the camera I so desperately loved no longer worked. I changed the batteries and still nothing. So I dug out that awesome, terrific warranty with instructions on how to get the camera that I love so much repaired or replaced. And what I did discover, the warranty was limited. The repair would be free, but I had to ship the camera out of state at my own expense and insure it for the full value of the camera. I also had to include a check for the cost of the return shipping charges. And I had 30 days to do it because guess what? The warranty was for 90 days and would expire in 1 month. The truth of the matter is that sometimes that's the way life is. In life, there are times we never get what we expect. And if I can be real on this Palm Sunday, there's always the unexpected surprise that ends up costing you something. In this world of the unexpected, I want to talk to you today about 3 things that are guaranteed by our awesome God. The psalmist spells them out for us in our scripture text. He's so sure of these 3 guarantees that he uses them as a benediction at the end of his song of praise. Before he concludes his song, the psalmist declared, I have 3 guarantees from God that I need to truly tell you about. 3 guarantees that you can absolutely bank on. The psalmist punctuates each guarantees with the word shall preserve, which in Hebrews is shamar. Now, shamar means to keep, to watch, to care for, to mark, and to wait. The psalmist wants us to know who is keeping us. He wants you to know that in spite of your circumstances, in spite of your situations, the Lord is the God who is truly keeping you. Genesis 28:15 declares, behold, I am with you and will keep you wherever you go and will bring you back to this land. For I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised unto you. Deuteronomy 28:9 declares, the Lord will keep you as a people holy to himself, as he has said to you in his oath, if you keep the orders of the Lord God and go on walking in his ways. Psalms 121, our text, verse 7 declares, the Lord will keep you from all evil and he will keep your life. Isaiah 26:3, the man whose heart is unmoved, you will keep in peace because his hope is in you. I want to declare this morning that not only will the Lord God keep you, but God is watching over us. He is caring for us. He is marking us, and he is waiting upon us. He is concerned about 3 areas of our lives, and he has given us 3 guarantees. Guarantee number 1, God guarantees to keep us from evil. The psalmist says that the Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. Can I tell you that God is fully aware of the crippling effect sin has on the lives of believers? He knows that we would be much closer to him if it were not for sin. We would worship more if it weren't for sin. We would shout more if it was not for sin. We would praise him more if it wasn't for sin. We would come to church more if it weren't for sin. We would testify more if it weren't for sin. We would give more if it weren't for sin. The indulgence into sin can be terminal. Sin will take you farther than you want to go. Sin will make you stay longer than when you want to stay. And sin will make you pay more than you want to pay. If sin were better known, Christ would be better thought of. The thing about little sins is that they broke up so fast. One who has a light view of sin never has great thoughts of God because God hates sin. The outcome of sin is death. The result of sin is death. Paul said the wages of sin is death. However, God gives us a guarantee that even though evil comes at us from every direction, he will preserve us in the midst of evil circumstances. Sometimes our carnal mind convinces us that God can handle evil. We forget that he can handle all the evil in our place of employment. We forget that God can handle all the evil even in our homes. We forget that he can handle the evil in our relationships and in our friendship. And he can handle all the evil in the church and all the evil that's in this world. God guarantees us that he can handle all evil. And that should be good news because it means that nothing can come into the life of a believer unless God's permissive will allows it. God has a line item veto in the life of every believer. He can veto, he can block, he can stop any evil that comes near us or comes at us. And I just want you to know that on this Palm Sunday, that this day of worship, that God can veto illness, he can veto death, God can veto trouble, he can veto the enemy attack, God can veto anything that comes at us, and he can even veto this COVID-19 if we just exercise our faith and not lose patience. of you are asking, why does so much stuff come at us? May I suggest that the problem is not God, but the problem is us. Because God is not slack in his promises, but that we, through doubt, have failed to exercise the guarantee that he has placed before us. There are millions of believers holding guarantees in their hearts, but they just don't believe God will deliver on his promises. And during this season of COVID-19, let me tell you something. You need to remind your neighbor that God is able. You need to remind yourself that God is able. You need to remind yourself that God is a way maker. You need to remind yourself that God can handle all of your business today. I just want to remind somebody, if not one body, that we need sanctification for our situation. And if that is you, put in place your bet on Jesus Christ. Stop betting on the lottery, but bet on Jesus Christ. And I guarantee you, if you give God a chance, he'll deliver you from any circumstances that may be hindering you. Guarantee number 2. God guarantees to preserve our soul. The psalmist again uses the word shall, not maybe or perhaps, but he uses the word shall. Let me remind you that our God is not employed part-time as the sovereign deity of all creation. His is a full-time job. Don't you know? Haven't you heard that God neither slumber nor does he sleep? Psalms 121:4 declares, behold, he who keeps Israel will never slumber nor sleep. And what we need to understand is that slumber is to be in a very light state of sleep, almost awake, while sleep is to rest in the state of reduced consciousness. Our God can do neither because he has a full-time job caring for everyone and each one of our souls. Now in Hebrew, the word for soul is nefesh. It really doesn't translate well because it encompasses more than just one realm of understanding. Nefesh means mind, body, heart, soul, and life all rolled into one. It is rooted into the word for breathing, appetite, or craving. This means that every aspect of who we are is preserved by God. God doesn't preserve our soul and then toss out the rest. God promises that as long as we are living, as long as we are serving him, he will preserve us and give us a great quality of life. He says, I come to give you life more abundantly. God will make sure that while we're going through this season of transition, he's going to make sure that we have enough food, enough air. He's going to make sure that we have enough water to sustain us. He will preserve us the way he preserved Elijah under the juniper tree during a severe drought, even with Jezebel's price on his head. And I'd like to emphasize this morning that God does not guarantee that everyone will drive a Lexus or own a whole lot of property. He does not guarantee that everyone is going to have maids and butlers or a large bank account. But if we look back over history, we can see the definition of God's guarantee played out. God preserved us through centuries of oppression and centuries of persecution, and God will preserve us during this time of pandemic. Somebody ought to shout amen, knowing that God will preserve you. Somebody ought to agree with me that God has brought you through some storms. You didn't have a closet full of clothes, but God brought you through. You didn't drive a fancy car, but God brought you through. You don't have a white-collar job, but God brought you through. You didn't have steak for breakfast or filet mignon for dinner, but God brought you through. You might be driving a hoopty today, but if you hold on, God will bring you through. You don't have a 4-bedroom apartment, split-level home with a 2-car garage, but God will bring you through. And you should be happy because everything that God It's not done through your own strength, but it's done through the power and the strength of God. You ought to be happy alone in Jesus Christ all by yourself. The principle here is that you can be broke and be happy at the same time. You can struggle through life and still have joy. You can live in a cramped apartment and still praise God. You can walk to the bus stop and still be glad for it every morning. You can live during this pandemic and rejoice in the Lord. I just want you to know that God will keep you. If you're not rich, but God has been meeting your needs, you ought to say amen. If you're not rich and God has been good to you, you ought to say amen. Now, if you're not rich, but God is preserving your soul, somebody ought to say amen. I'm so glad that Jesus rode into town on a donkey just for me. And I know my God will preserve my soul. And I want to encourage you this morning that even though things appear to be gloomy, lifeless, or even depleted, I want you to know, and I pray you to know, that the great Jehovah Jireh, he's still alive. And as long as Jesus lives, I'll have joy in the morning. As long as Jesus lives, my ways get brighter. As long as Jesus lives, I can walk with dignity. As long as Jesus lives, I can shout hallelujah, because I don't want no rocks crying out for me. As long as Jesus lives, I have somebody on my side. As long as Jesus lives, it may be rough, but he's going to make everything all right. As long as Jesus lives, goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Somebody let the shout hallelujah. Lastly, guarantee number 3. God guarantees to preserve our going out and our coming in. I've always been intrigued by these words of the psalmist. My intriguement stems from how most people limit this part of God's guarantee. Most people think that God means he will be with us when we leave home early in the morning, and he will be with us as we travel back home at night. While this may be true, it is not an accurate interpretation of this third guarantee. This third guarantee has to do with our covenant relationship with God. Here in our text, the psalmist is referring to the practice of coming and going from temple worship. The song is sung on the way to the temple and again on the return from the temple. In that day, the house of God was the centerpiece of all existence for the Israelites. And to lose their connection with God would be to lose everything. But God guarantees that he will preserve their going out and their coming in. He will preserve their ability to exercise their faith relationship with him. And even today, the Jews they affirm God's guarantee. The Orthodox Jews has a small metal cylinder nailed to the right side of their doorway, called a mezuzah. Inside this cylinder is a piece of parchment on which is inscribed Deuteronomy chapter 5, verses 4 through 9, and chapter 11, verses 13 through 21. And scriptures that remind him of his covenant relationship with God. So as they come and goes, or as he comes and goes, he touches the mezuzah and recites Psalms 121, verse 8. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore. Some Christians today don't give this guarantee much weight. God used to be the focus of every minute of their day. Church used to be the centerpiece of their existence, but no more. As a young man, I remember when I was growing up in Southampton County, I remember how church folk used to go to church every day of the week. I feel a sense that today we wish the doors of the church was open right now in light of COVID-19. But I wonder though, when God dispelled this darkness, for those wishing that they was in God's house, I wonder when all of this is over. I know they're praying. I know they're wishing that they was in God's house at this very moment. But I wonder when all of this is over, will they actually come back to the church? Only time will tell. Anyhow, I remember the old saints of God will come to church every day of the week. And in my recollection, they gathered on Sunday for worship. They came back on Monday to clean up. They had choir rehearsal on Tuesday, prayer meeting on Wednesday, mission meeting on Thursday, youth meeting on Friday. Then on Saturday, they prepared the church for Sunday morning worship. But somehow, along the way, our secular lives got in the way, and we have now voided God's guarantee. For those of you who still practice your faith in such committed fashion, you are exercising your guarantee that God will preserve our covenant relationship with Him for the next generation. I'm glad God promises to go with me when I arrive and leave from this sanctuary. I'm so glad that God promises to be with me throughout my day until I can return to His house once again. It guarantees that my habit of worship will remain strong and intact. His is a rock-solid guarantee, and that rock is Jesus Christ. Saints of the living God, He guarantees that He will not break the everlasting covenant He established with me or with you through the blood of Jesus Christ. I'm so glad He established with me. I'm so grateful and so thankful that my guarantee from God is not a dated warranty. In other words, it has no expiration date. It is good from this time forth and forevermore. I need to ask you, on this day of worship, have you poured out your guarantee and looked at it lately? Have you poured out your guarantee and looked at it lately? It's right here in the Bible. All 66 books. Here is your guarantee. And if you have, you will find that God is everlasting to everlasting. They tell me in the book of Genesis, Jesus Christ is the seed of the woman. In Exodus, He is the Passover lamb. In Leviticus, He is our high priest. In Numbers, He is the pillar of cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night. In Deuteronomy, He is the prophet like unto Moses. In Joshua, He is the captain of our salvation. Oh, His guarantee is from everlasting to everlasting. In Judges, He is our judge and lawgiver. In Ruth, He is our kinsman, redeemer. In 1st and 2nd Samuel, He is our trusted prophet. In Kings and the book of Chronicles, He is our reigning king. In Ezra, He is the rebuilder of the broken down walls of the human life. Oh, my God will give you a guarantee that is from everlasting to everlasting. In the book of Esther, He is our Mordecai. In the book of Job, He is our ever-living Redeemer. In the book of Psalms, He's my shepherd, He's your shepherd, He's our shepherd. In Proverbs and Ecclesiastes, He is our wisdom. In the Song of Solomon, He is the loving bridegroom. In Isaiah, He is known as the Prince of Peace. In Jeremiah, He is the righteous branch. In Lamentation, He is our weeping prophet. In Ezekiel, somebody said He's the wheel in the middle of the wheel. Oh, I come to tell you that God's guarantee is everlasting to everlasting. In Daniel, He is the fourth man in the fiery furnace. In Hosea, He is faithful husband, forever married to the backside. In Joel, He is the baptizer with the Holy Ghost and fire. In Amos, he is our burden bearer. In Obadiah, he is mighty to save. In Jonah, he is our great foreign missionary. In Micah, he is the messenger of the beautiful feet. In Nahum, he is the advocate of God's elect. Oh, I come to tell you, he's a guarantee, and his promises last forever and ever. In Habakkuk, he's God, evangelist crying, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In Zephaniah, he is my Savior. In Haggai, he is the restorer of God's lost heritage. In Zechariah, he is the fountain opened up in the house of David for sin and uncleanness. In Malachi, he is the son of righteousness, rising with healing in his wing. Oh, we just don't stop in the Old Testament. I'm beginning to taste the Lord, and I come to tell you that the Lord God, he is good. In the book of Matthew, he is King of the Jews. In Mark, he is the servant. In Luke, he is the Son of Man, feeling what you feel. In John, he is the Son of God. In Acts, he is the Savior of the world. In Romans, he is the righteousness of God. In 1 Corinthians, he is the rock that followed Israel. In 2 Corinthians, he is the triumphant one, giving us the victory. In Galatians, he is your liberty, and he will set you free. In Ephesians, he is the head of the church. In Philippians, he is your joy. In Colossians, he is your completeness. In 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, he is your hope. In 1 Timothy, he is your faith. In 2 Timothy, he is your stability. In Philemon, he is your benefactor. In Titus, he is the truth. Oh, I come to tell you that his guarantee is everlasting to everlasting. In Hebrews, he is your perfection. In James, he is the power behind your faith. In 1 Peter, he is your example. In 2 Peter, he is your purity. In 1 John, he's your life. In 2 John, he's your pattern. In 3 John, he's your motivation. In Jude, he's the foundation of your faith. Oh, I come to tell you that his guarantee is from everlasting to everlasting. In Revelation, he is your King coming. He's the King of kings and the Lord of lords. He's Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. And he is coming again, the one who will make all things new. God will perpetually preserve you as long as you choose to remain his disciple. God shall preserve you from evil. He shall preserve your soul. God shall preserve your going out and your coming in. Not just for today, but forevermore. And that's a guarantee that you can make on. Because our God is so full of truth. He won't lie. He can't lie. His nature won't let him lie. So in spite of your surroundings, trust in God. Not man. Man don't have a heaven or hell to put you in. But our Almighty God, he cares for you. There may be somebody listening to me right now, and you're standing at the crossroad not knowing which way to go. Perhaps you haven't accepted Christ as your Lord and Savior. Now would be a good time for you to confess him as your King. He's always inviting us to come. Come unto me, all who are heavy laden and burdened, and he'll give you rest. If that's you, I trust that you will just pray this prayer with me, and that Christ can come into your life, and that he can save you and give you a new purpose in life. Will you bow your head and close your eyes? Most gracious Father, I come to you because I am a sinner. I haven't committed to you, and I haven't committed to your ways. Father, you said in your words that if I believe in my heart, confess with my mouth that Jesus Christ was raised from the dead, I shall be saved. Save me, Lord God, in this time of need. I need thee. I've been trying to do it on my own, but I can't do it anymore. So I surrender, Lord God. my ways to you. Have your way in my life. Choose me, Lord God, that I might receive eternal life. If you just prayed that prayer with me, I trust that you believe it, and I trust that you accept God. If you prayed that prayer, he has already made you a new creature. You know what I'm saying? Your past is now erased. Your sins are now forgiven. Just trust God from this day forward. Find yourself a group of believers and fellowship with them that they can talk about the goodness of God. So whatever you're going through, I admonish you. Don't lose hope and don't lose trust in God. I guarantee if you would just trust him, God will keep you. Now I'm going to ask that this praise team would now come back and bless us with the closing selection. I trust that God will continue to bless you as we go through this Holy Week. I pray that you will tune back in for our Holy Week services, which will begin on this coming Wednesday, April the 15th, the 16th, and the 17th. You'll be hearing more about it. Please tune in that you might receive a word from the Lord. God bless you. I pray that your day be prosperous, and I pray that God preserve thy soul. Praise him.